All right. Happy Thursday, the last full day of the week. Then you got a nice little half day tomorrow to start your midwinter vacation. I think they call this winter vacation, President's Day vacation, something like that. How you doing in math? Are you mastering all these concepts that we've been working on through the year? Do you know how to divide with decimals, multiply with decimals, subtract fractions? Figure it out right here. Show me that you know how to do it. And if you do not know how to do it, try to connect the dots when we go over these answers. Today we are going to divide with, we're just going to review all of our division, okay? Today we are going to practice division in UL. You're going to show me your ninjas. Right, Kermit? You guys got this, man. I know you got this. Hi, Kermit. Remember, if the only decimal in the problem is inside of the house, it is fine and dandy. There's nothing you have to do to it. If it's on the outside of the house, you got to get rid of the decimal. You got to basically make a whole new problem. Getting rid of this decimal would turn it into 25. But you have to be fair. It's kind of like a scale. Think about it like a scale. And if you take away if you push this decimal over 1, you just have to make sure you do the same thing here so the scale's even, right? So to make it 25, we want like this. You move the decimal 1 spot over to the right. 15 is the same thing as 15.0. So you had to be fair and move this decimal 1 to the right. So therefore, the way we're going to find this answer is by dividing 150 by 25. Okay, just a little review from yesterday. Remember, this is the dividend. This is the divisor. If the decimal is just in the dividend, it's fine, it floats up. But if the decimal is in the divisor, you got to kick it all the way over to turn it into a whole number, and then match over here and kick it over the exact same amount. All right, let's use those big brains. Let's come up with these answers, and guess what? You don't even have to divide. They just want to make sure that you know what you're doing with division. So let me just show you, or with the decimal. So let me show you kind of what they're looking for, and then you can practice it on your own and then check your answers. So if this whole number divided by 35 is 49, what would this be? Well, does 3 go into 17? No, but it goes into 171. How many times? 4. How do I know that? I know it because they told me right here that 1,715 divided by 35 is 49. After you have everything left over, the 9 goes here, so I know that this answer is 49 hundredths. This answer, I got to push this over, therefore pushing it over one more time on that side, which would make it 17,150. So 35 goes into 171 4 times. So that means my 9's here, which means my 0's here. So all the answers are going to be 4, 9 something. Whether it's where the 49 is what you have to figure out. So test your big brain. Try these and then unpause it and see if you're right. All right, here we go. Remember, the first number 35 goes into is 171. Here's the decimal, and then you know your 9's going to go here. Down here, push over twice. And you're like, Mr. Stahl, why don't you do the real problem? You can. But they want us to just do this mentally because they're giving us, you know, the fact family. Okay, so once we move that over, we got to move it over twice here. Turns into 171,500. 35. So the 3 goes into 171. Oh, no, not the 3. The 4 goes into 171, then comma, and then 9, and then 0, 0. Over here, move over twice, move over twice. The 4 goes right here. 9. So that means it's 0.49. 49 hundredths. Move this over once. Move this over once. 4.9. 35. There's no decimal in either of them. And actually, we already know this answer is 49. Oh, that's not the answer. That's 49. It's 490. The 4 is right here in the hundreds place. And then the 9. So then it's 490. And then 35. Move over twice. Move over twice. Decimal goes right here. And then we go 4.9. Just like that. All right, so that just kind of is a different way to look at the division, see how well we understand where decimals go. If this is confusing to you, that's okay, right? Don't get hung up on this part. This is really what we're hoping that you understand how to do. So I'm just going to choose 3 of these to do right now. Eeny, meeny, miny, moe, catch a tiger by its toe. If he hollers, let him go. Eeny, meeny, miny, moe. These are the 3 I'll do right now. So if you want to pause and try those out first on your own, it's great practice. And then unpause, see what the real answer is. .6 divided by 54. Is the decimal good? No, it's not. Why? Because it's outside of the house. So you got to get rid of it. So now we have a new problem. 540 divided by 6. First thing 6 is going to go into is 54. Count by 6s. How many? 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, 42, 48, 54, 9. And it hit perfect. So that answer is 90. What about number 14? Number 14, 395 divided by 7. No decimals to work with, so we're just going to have a normal division problem here. 7 goes into 39 how many times? Well, count by 7s, okay? And remember, if you are not good at counting, every number can have invisible dots. I made this 7 have 7 invisible dots, so I can count by 7s. 7, 14, 21, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 49. Why did I go so much, so over 39? Let's try this again. 7, 14, 21, 28, 35. I can only take away 5 groups from it. And there's 4 left over. Bring down that next digit. How many 7s go into 45? 7 times 7 is 49. Too much. It's got to be a 6. So therefore, 7 times 6 is 42. Shut your mouth and tie your shoe. There's 3 left over. So there's a couple things you can do. If you want to go back to 4th grade, you could say 56 remainder 3. If you want to go to 5th grade, you can say 56 and 3/7. Or if you're a ninja, you can go ahead and add a decimal here and add zeros. 7 goes into 4 times, 28. Bring down the 0. 7 goes in 2 times, 14. There's 6 left over. Bring down the 0. 7 goes in 8 times. It's 56. And there's 4 left over. We're not getting rid of this. So you just put dots. But in all reality, I'm looking for 56 and 3/7 is your answer. 56 and 3/7. Let's go to 19. 117 divided by 4 hundredths. Move the decimal over twice, turns into 4. Move this decimal over twice, turns into 11,700. How many 4s go into 11? 2. What's left over? 3. How many 4s go into 37? Well, 4 times 9 is 36. What's left over? 1. 4 goes in twice. That's 8. 2's left over. 4 goes in 5 times. Nothing's left over. Answer's 2,925. So those are the 3 questions I'll have you guys do on this page. And this will be one of the things I ask you on the Google Doc. What 3 questions did I have you complete on whatever page this is? 9, 14, 19. And I know that I forgot to tell you, I know we skipped that other unit. I do that often. All right, for these problems here, we're gonna have to get big brained, okay? I know how you kids like to say you're big brain. We're gonna have to get a little big brained here. I want you guys to look at it in a different way, okay? I don't want you to, well, they're really testing to see how well we just understand division. So what is division? Well, division is having an amount and breaking it up into groups. That's what division is, okay? So we'll do 3 of these as well. 1, 2, 3. The first one's number 21. Clark is having a party. He has 196 chairs and he wants to put 8 chairs under each table. How many chairs will be left over? See, this is why you got to be big brained. They're not looking for division here. They're looking for a remainder. So we're just looking for the remainder. $196 chairs. Make a bunch of groups of 8. How many 8s go into 19? 2. What's left over? 3. How many 8s go into 36? Well, 8, 16, 24, 32. And then we have 4 left over. We have 4 chairs left over. We could say it's 4/8 of a table, but that's not what they're looking for. They're looking for how many chairs are left over. So write down 4 right here. Johanna made a rectangular sign. Good job, Johanna. The area of the sign is 7 by 4. What's the width of the sign? Johanna made a wonderful rectangular sign. I always draw pictures for these word problems. The area is 7. And then one of the sides is 4. What's the missing side? Ooh, we're going big brain here because this is old school. We've learned how to do this one units ago. We're not using Houth's method on this one, folks. So, sorry. What I always like to do, oops, is come up with a problem I know in my brain the answer to. If an area is 8 and we have a side that's 2, we know the other side is 4. So what operation do you do? 7 divided by 4. We're using Ninja Slice method here, folks. Answer is 7/4, which is equal to 1 3/4. 1 3/4. Well, Mr. Stahl, we're supposed to actually divide with decimals. Okay, we could do that if you wanted to. 7 divided by 4. How many 4s go into 7? 1. What's left over? 3. Add a decimal because 7 is the same thing as 7.00 forever. Bring down the 0. How many 4s go into 30? 7. What's left over? Well, that was 28. There's 2 left over. Bring down the next one. How many 4s go into 20? 5. Wait, 1.75 is the same thing as 1 3/4. So I don't care which one you did. Either way, it's 1.75 or 1 3/4, and then just say, make sure you put meters. And then the last one for today, we're going to talk about Mr. Kyle. Kyle spent $27.28 on cookies for a party. Each cookie cost 44 cents. How many cookies did he buy? Well, it depends how much tax was, right? Just kidding. There's no tax in this problem. Oops. Well, we're not allowed to have a decimal on the outside, that's for sure. Ooh, gotta do some guessing here. 44. How many 44s? I'm gonna guess 6. Just gonna guess 6. Why? Because I know 5 times 40 is 200. So I'm gonna guess 6. Probably 7 actually, but let's see. 44 times 6. 24. 26. No, I was right with 6. 12 minus 4 is 8. 6 minus, okay, so there's 8 left over. Bring down the 8. How many 44s are in 88? 2. So how many cookies did he buy? He bought 62 cookies. I'm going to clap for you because no one's done this before. No one's learned from their bedroom before, okay? I didn't. Your parents didn't. No one knows what it's like except for you. So the fact that you are sitting there in your own house and you watched your entire math video, and if you actually wrote it all out, you are doing everything you're supposed to do. And I'm positive that if you are doing everything you're supposed to do, your math level is going to be right where it needs to be at the end of the year. So congratulations to you. Well done. I'll see you at 10:30. Let's go with Panther. That'll be the animal today, Panther. All right. See you at 10:30.